Let's pretend for a moment that there are two different timelines. In these timelines exists a unique version of ONLYUSEmeBLADE, aka Brian Rizzo. In timeline A, Blade is a raging groper alcoholic, while in timeline B, Blade is a normal dude who figured it out a long time ago. Can you guess which timeline we are in? Well, if you said timeline A, then you're correct. In our reality, Blade is a known groper / alcoholic. Both timelines start out pretty much the same, with Blade becoming a YouTuber, playing COD 4, and in both timelines, he becomes popular for his knifing skills and commentary. They both remain this way for a few years, but in timeline A, somewhere along the line between then and a few years ago, Blade picked up a rather nasty habit, drinking. Around 2013 or 2014, Blade became a full-time streamer. This part can be said for both timelines. However, in our timeline, Blade came across the idea of drinking on stream. He figured that this was the best way for him to entertain his audience, where in the past he found his streams to be much more dull than his usual content. And sometime after that, he began to encourage his viewers to donate to him, and in return, he would drink for them. He would do this for years, and in the process, he was banned from Twitch twice. Now you should remember that because it's going to be very important for the end of this video. Now return to timeline B, and Blade's live streaming career is most likely around the same, maybe less in terms of viewership, but his YouTube career is still booming. He would have never neglected his YouTube channel, and his channel would have never died down the way it did in our timeline. Now the Blade in our reality has one very unique trait. At a certain level of drunkenness, Blade loses his filter and can no longer control his actions or words. In this form, he is best known for groping those around him and letting out a few hard R's here and there. This can be said in pretty much any one of his highlights. His judgment is so far removed from him that he has become an entirely different person. Imagine, if you will, a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde scenario. By day, Blade is a normal man, most likely suffering from chronic hangovers. But by night, he is nothing more than a raging alcoholic. You see, this doesn't happen in timeline B. There, Blade continues his YouTube career playing each new COD, even if Call of Duty did die down and the community was all but dead. It would not be the end for him, seeing as in this timeline he would still have a job and could still support himself. At this point in our timeline, Blade would have already moved out into a streamer house with a few roommates such as Skinny. And Blade did this because his YouTube ad income was virtually non-existent at this point. For the next few years, our version of Blade would be single with no sign of ever settling down or starting a family. This was most likely caused by his alcoholic-dependent lifestyle. A Blade that never started drinking or drank in moderation would most likely have had a girlfriend for this time period and by now most likely would have been married. One of the biggest differences between the real Blade and the hypothetical Blade would be their health. While real Blade suffers from wounds all over his body which won't heal, theoretical Blade is most likely in average, if not above average physical form. He has no holes in his legs and no signs of any symptoms of diabetes. And now recall the statement I made about him getting banned from Twitch. In the timeline where Blade does not get banned on Twitch, he remained on the platform, never falling from grace as he did in ours. He would have never started streaming full-time on YouTube. This means that he would not have been able to join Ice Poseidon's streamer mansion. If you don't know why that is, it's rather simple. With Ice and many of his friends being banned on Twitch, Blade would not be able to stream in the house with them. If they appeared on his streams even once, then he would be banned just as they were. He would have never joined the community that now gives him 2,000 plus viewers per stream. This all goes to show that while alcoholism most likely crippled his chances of ever having a normal life, it did help to give life to his dying streaming career. And now if you've made it this far in the video, then you should know I don't hate or even dislike Blade. He's actually my favorite streamer right now, and I've been watching his content for years. I just hope Blade can figure it out and get himself in better shape. Also, if you're subscribed for the Who Is type videos, I've got more coming in the future, so don't worry. See you guys later.
Calm me the fuck down, chill me the fuck out. That's why I'm such a chill individual. But I'm not chill. I'm Baby Huey. I'm fucking crazy when I'm drunk. I drop the N word when I'm drunk, and I'm not racist at all. I'm not. Any way for me to justify that would be silly, because it's like, you know, you know, I have black friends. I've dated black females before. I'm not racist. And I know that sounds just me being defensive about it. A lot of people are gonna be like, well, if you say that shit, sober thoughts or you know, drunk words or sober thoughts, stuff like that. The thing is I don't say anything negative about black people.